Police in the Western Cape could be working with gangs in the province. A Western Cape High Court judge says there's evidence that gang members have infiltrated the top management structures of the police. Premier Winde is calling for an investigation into links between the South African Police Service and top gangsters in the province. Our reporter Ayesha Ismail joins us from our Cape Town studio for more on this. Ayesha, so there's been a major outcry regarding this recent judgment by a Western Cape High Court judge alluding to the police and the gangs working together. Tell us a bit more.
So this was revealed in a judgment that was delivered by Judge Daniel Tulare in the Western Cape High Court just over a week ago. And he was dealing with two alleged gangsters who had applied for bail. He then denied them bail and then talked about the fact that, or alluded to the fact that police are colluding with gangsters, that the South African police members in the Western Cape have been penetrated and also captured by members of gangs in the Western Cape. Now, that came from a High Court judge, but if you speak to people, and particularly people on the Cape Flats who have become so used to gang violence and gangsterism and drugs, they will say to you that they've been saying this for many, many years, but nobody has been listening to them. But I did get an opportunity to speak to Premier Winde earlier today, and he's talking about setting up a commission of inquiry.
Obviously, we need to get to the bottom of this. We need to get to really have a full investigation into the depth, the breadth. I mean, this is how our murders are driven in our province, how our children are held captive by drugs, and it's run by the gangsters, the extortion. It is the thing that we all face every single day of our lives, and now you see the police are captured. So I've asked our Ombudsman, General Reddy, we've asked for 2 weeks, can he put together an investigation to give me the basis of a process and a mechanism to make decisions. What do I need to do? Do I call for a full commission of inquiry? That's within my powers, within the Constitution and the powers in the province to do so. What is it that I can do? And so I've called for that investigation, and hopefully within the next 14 days I'll have the outcome of that investigation.
Ayesha, what does this mean for the affected communities where gang violence is an everyday occurrence?
Well, one has to wonder, and of course the allegations, or rather the statements made by the judge in his recent judgment, one has to wonder why gangsterism and drugs and also gang violence have been allowed to continue unabated. We see, although we do see few gangsters being arrested, but then of course it's one thing to arrest them. The other thing is how many of them are actually prosecuted and convicted and serving time. I spoke to a crime expert earlier today, and this is what he had to say about it.
Well, I'm very pleased that the judge made those comments about corruption in the police, and that he commented about the seriousness of that. A lot of newspapers, research reports have referred to it in the past. There's nothing new. But this one hopefully will be taken more seriously, and it should lead to a thorough investigation. Now, the issue of police corruption or corruption in the police is not something which is peculiar to the Western Cape. It's something which you find across South Africa, and therefore it would be a bit odd to have a commission of inquiry which focuses on a particular case, on only one particular geographical area. I think there should be an exploration as to whether a commission of inquiry for the entire country is not something we need.
Thank you very much. Our reporter Ayesha Ismail coming to us from Cape Town. Hopefully we'll get some comment from Western Cape Community and Safety MEC Regan Allen on this issue a little bit later tonight, so make sure you stay tuned for that interview.